One must travel, wrote Montaigne. Travel makes one modest, Flaubert added. And Taine took it up a notch. We travel for a change, not of place, but of ideas. But what if the opposite were true? In a travel guide to Indochina from 1923, after a page advertising the firm of Ridet and Company, a gunsmith located in the center of Hanoi, providing weapons and munitions for hunting and warfare, all accessories for hunters and tourists, automatic pistols or rifles, this before any mention of picturesque Upper Tonkin, abounding in natural curiosities. We come across a brief dictionary, a conversation manual for vacationers, in which the first rudiments are, "Go find me a rickshaw. Go quickly. Go quietly. Turn right. Turn left. Turn back. Put up the top. Put down the top. Wait for me a moment. Take me to the bank, to the jeweler's, to the cafe, to the police station, to the dealership." This was the basic vocabulary for a French tourist in Indochina. On June 25, 1928, at the crack of dawn, 3 austere figures set out from Saigon on a short journey. A wisp of fog hung over the buildings. The car drove quickly. Even with the top up, it was chilly out, and before long the front seat passenger wrapped himself in a blanket. As it happened, Toulons, Delamare, and their secretary were hardly your average travelers. They formed the kernel of a new colonial administration and were the very first labor inspectors appointed to French Indochina. Suspicions of ill treatment at a Michelin plantation had made a lot of noise, and after a revolt by the workers, they had been assigned to ensure that the paltry regulations serving as a labor code were being followed, ostensibly for the Vietnamese coolies' protection. Soon the car left the city outskirts for rows of thatched huts. The landscape was beautiful, of an almost aggressive green. The river overspilled its banks, and behind a narrow strip of land you could glimpse a multitude of small, sparkling patches of water. Finally the path plunged into the forest, and the travelers felt both a kind of enchantment and a vague anxiety. On each side of the road was an immobile parade, implacably repeated. They entered an immense forest. But this was no typical forest, neither a wild, overgrown tropical rainforest, nor the dark, dense forest of dreams where children get lost. No, this forest was stranger still, perhaps even wilder and darker.